What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a happy New Year's. Went out to Shiprock over the holidays with some family members. Took some images with my new Canon RP and the 16mm wide angle lens. I have several here, but one of them I really like and want to edit it in both color and black and white. So we're going to dive into Lightroom and I'm going to show you how I go about that when I have one image that I want in two styles. Walk you through the process. So let's just dive right on into it. So one of the first things I noticed with this image is I have a dust spot from the sensor there. We're just going to clone that out. Nice and easy. There's another spot here. That's my dad. He took a little bit different approach to the shoot, and I'm going to leave him in there to show a sense of scale of how big Shiprock really is. It's massive. I want this in a square crop. We're going to go about right there with it, have the rock on a nice 1/3 line and these grasses on another. And that is what I like about the image. We have these interesting tall grasses, diagonal from Shiprock itself, gives a nice balance to the image. We're going to go with a less is more edit here just because I really like how this looked out of camera. I want to throw on a radial gradient over Shiprock itself. We're going to hit the subtract button, choose color range, and select a section of the sky. And now we have selected just Shiprock itself. And we're going to make it pop by lifting our whites and dropping our shadows. We went pretty high on the whites and not so much on the shadows because there already was a lot of shadow, just to make the mountain or Shiprock itself pop a little more. From here, we're going to create another mask with a linear gradient. We want to darken down this bottom right corner. It's kind of dead space. Draw the eye away from it. Create another linear gradient from the top left to kind of mimic the sun. Here we're going to lift the exposure. And this would be a good spot to create some snapshots to separate our color and black and white. So I'm going to come over here to snapshots, hit plus. We are going to create two. One I'm going to call color. And one I'm going to call black and white. I'm going to come back here, select on color, and continue working on that for now. We still have our second linear gradient selected, and I want to bring a little warm tone into it. We are at 18 towards the orange slide of the temp slider. And that is it for masking. So we'll close that out. And I want to lower the overall temperature of this whole image at 5200 Kelvin. And I think that looks pretty good, a little more natural. But I do want to bring back some of those oranges. So we are at plus 30 on the orange saturation slider. And that is it. That's it for my color edit. I really like how that looks. We got some nice contrasting colors and lighting. And overall, I'm just pretty happy with it. Now to continue on with the black and white, first we'll hover over our color snapshot, right click and update with current settings. Now we'll choose the black and white. And now we're back to before we made those color corrections. We're going to choose black and white. I'm going to come down here to my tonal curve and I want to lift the blacks. I want some nice soft muted blacks in this image. And then click a point and drop the shadows down for something kind of dramatic like that there. We have these nice muted blacks gradually lifting up into the whites makes for a nice, soft, almost pastel charcoal looking image, and I really like that. So now we're going to play with our black and white sliders. If I lift my red, you can see it lifts a little bit here in the mountains, which I want to do. Also, I want to lift my oranges and yellows in the grass. And then I want to drop my sky. So I'm going to bring the blue down to about -40. The aqua down about the same. See if we have any purple. It's a little bit of purple in there. I'm going to go about the same on it. Now I want to give the whole image just a nice color cast. So we're in our color grading, global adjustment. I'm going to lift my saturation and look for the color I want. I know it's going to be a kind of teal blue. I like that there. And now I'll drop my saturation back down to about 8. And there we go. That's it. Just a quick edit. One color, one black and white. One more thing, you want to right click on your black and white and update with current settings. But there we go. One image, two styles using the Snapshots tool. Very handy. I really recommend using it. And here is our black and white. Here is our color. And here is the before image before any of the edits. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for coming along. Please hit that like and subscribe button and stay tuned for more in the future. Have a nice day.